foundation. Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know. You hating cause I said no risk. But I bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for this, I never switch.
I was legit ever since I blew. They all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked, long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
You have great browse available players to improve your...
Watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, I'm in the wrist, I never switch.
These players are on the last year of their contract. Re-sign.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Today we've got between the Carolina Panthers and the Arizona Cardinals. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Newton. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future All-Pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
He's got White here. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. He's got daylight. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
We play to win. Let's go.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Murray now on 1st down. They'll buy some time right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
It's our time. It's our time.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Check 59.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And able to find Kirk complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. Here's Murray. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. That's complete to White. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
This one caught by Isabella. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Keep playing.
Several media outlets thought Andy Isabella was the top receiver in this year's class out of UMass. He dominated his senior year there. 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. They really say that he can just take a top. And his first carry, he loses the football. To throw on 2nd and 6, Murray. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Murray now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Foster on second down, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Watch the run, watch the run.
First down, Murray. And he finds Fitzgerald. And he is out of bounds, getting it. Down to the 10. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Murray. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DJ Foster, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 3rd down, Newton taking a shot for... It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Gano the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Murray now to throw. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Following the fumble recovery, Newton into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Kyler Murray, 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the first down. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. And this is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. With Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. To throw on 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Refusing to go. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. Here's Murray.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And he's got Fitzgerald. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because those faces can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. 3rd down here. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Murray to air it out again. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. From the 35 on 2nd down. Newton, open man is Samuel, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. On 3rd down, Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, with the conclusion we draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Shotgun now from Murray. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Murray now. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
We got this.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Completes it to Fitzgerald. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And incomplete.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Murray going to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's got White here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Newton on first down. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
20.
Now Newton on third and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So put 3 on the board, but from that far into enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together on the sideline and talk about it, right? Because you get that far, that deep, you want to come away with a touchdown. They'll take the 3, but they're going to file it away for the future.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The Lions move there. Look like nobody open. Now second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dontari Poe giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. First down, Murray.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call them?
Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. It would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Kimdichie with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on 4th down last year, but they'll try it here. And here we go on 4th down with Murray. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Terrell Suggs, one of the best in the business at finding the QB, gets home there. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now the Panthers get set, 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to account for Cam Newton on this play.
Throwing is Newton. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray again, 2nd and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They do go for it. It's Murray. And able to find Kirk, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. To throw is Murray.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Murray's pass complete to Butler. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trailed big here to begin quarter number 4. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Thomas has got it, complete. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40, past the 20. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 87 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now Newton. And that'll be incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
At fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Throwing on third and long. Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? It's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Murray trying again after the pick 6. Flush to his right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like that.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rashawn Golden. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Offense.
Of course, they have the option, and they choose Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Panthers,
How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what.
You have an injury from the last game. See how long they'll be out.
Randy Moss, yeah, my number's going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jake Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Under late, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going.
You have a player healed from injury and ready to play.
You look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Welcome in, everybody.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals.
Let's go.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. And let's look now at the offensive starters for the Cardinals.
And I think we'll see a renewed sense of urgency out of this team this week because they have to make sure they don't waste this homestand. They had a home game last week, lost it. Now they got the second straight. They've got to take advantage of it, get a win before they head out on the road.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. And a look at Seattle's defense.
Michael Kendricks is an inside linebacker who can roam sideline to sideline and make plays.
Murray now to throw. He's going to rifle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. Here's Murray.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starts right out.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray eluding the pressure right. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Murray. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
That's how we do it, baby.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Murray now.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line,